No, there's a commercial that's come on TBN with Joel Osteen. He was trying to give you a word of encouragement uh, in lieu of this pandemic that we have going on. And what he said was to choose hope over fear. And I suppose that sounds pretty benevolent and pretty encouraging, but I have an issue with that personally. And yeah, it's personal. You may understand what he's talking about, but I sure don't. And I'm going to tell you why. But before I do, also on the same station, TBN, I believe it is. I think that's the channel that broadcasts like a lot of religious programs. Max Lucado came on a commercial as well. Real brief, just like Goldstein's snippet. And what he did, I'm pretty certain, was read a Bible verse. And then, in a matter of seconds, the commercial was over. Just like Joel Osteen's commercial. And I get the impression that they've been trolling social media. And a lot of you guys on social media have been spreading these posts. Okay, where are these leaders of these mega churches when you need them? So I personally think that it's a way for them to respond without really showing their true colors. And when I say that, is that what are their true colors? I mean, personally, I think they're just as faithless as the homeless people out on the street with the signs saying Jesus loves you. I mean, I think they're in the same boat as those people. The only difference is that they've been able to take their panhandling to a greater, more extreme level and become filthy rich. And I ain't mad at them for that because, I mean, if you can give a person on the street some money with a sign that's saying Jesus loves you, all the more you should pay more than $1 or some chump change or whatever you get a homeless person. All the more you should pay somebody that gives a long drawn out sermon for saying Jesus loves you. So I ain't mad at him for that. But you know what's interesting? If you had a chance to see both those commercials, you notice that they both had the same demeanor. Both had the same voice tone, the tempo of their voice, the softness, the sound. It was just identical. They sounded just alike. Even their gestures, the softness. They had both had that soft lull, like they were manufactured robots or something. You know, it's like they're manufactured robots. And in an instant, the commercials didn't last long, like as long as a typical commercial does. It's like they just popped out, oh, we're here, and then just like this lizard that lives in my yard. He lives under one of the trash cans in my yard, and he'll pop out and scurry around looking for bugs. But every time I come out and walk by to go to my car, he scurries back under, for safe. It reminded me of that, the way those commercials flowed. But, not trying to get too much off the point. My point was, what does that mean, what Joel Osteen said? He said, choose hope over faith. I'm sorry, over fear. Fear. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. My thoughts are flowing faster than what I could speak. But he said, choose hope over fear. Well, my question is, if you can choose something else besides fear, and you're no longer in fear, then that's faith. To me, I mean, I don't know if you get where I'm going with this, but what is hope to you? In this day and age, to me, hope is something akin to, I don't know, wishful thinking. Like in the Bible, when it talks about the birth of, I believe it was Esau and Jacob. They were twin brothers. Esau, he was born first, but Jacob was clasping his heel as he came out the womb, which was symbolic of Jacob was going to steal his birthright. But it's like fear clings to hope like that. You try to hope for something, and there's fear grasping at its heel, holding on to it. So basically, it just seems to me that hope is a kind of a disguised kind of fear. That being said, it's almost like he's telling you, choose fear over fear. I mean, no offense, Reverend or Dr. Osteen or whoever, whatever your title really is, but what happened to faith? What happened to faith? Why not tell the people, choose faith over fear? Because that's what's really needed anyway. And why not teach them how to have faith? Can you do that? Can any of your ministers teach you, really step by step instruct you, like a swimming instructor can instruct you step by step how to swim? And you start off in shallow water at first, and from what I recall, swimming lessons, they teach you what's called rhythmic breathing first. And you get on the shallow end of the pool, and all you do for a period of time is just duck your head underwater, exhale. Pull your head up out of the water, you inhale. Under, exhale. Over, inhale. And you do that for a period of time to get yourself used to the motion of when you're swimming and you have to breathe. So you're doing that. And then they teach you in the shallow end again of the water how to level off. And what that means is that you lunge forward and learn how to level off your body in a horizontal manner. And then you learn how to reverse it so you can get back on your feet. So they teach you that step by step. So as you're gradually learning how to swim, you're also simultaneously releasing the fear, if you have fear of the water, because we're not aquatic creatures anyway by nature. But so there would be an anxiety there. You're gradually releasing that anxiety as you learn. Why not teach them how to have faith? I mean, you talk about do what certain characters do in the Bible. Well, listen to God, believe God. Well, okay. A lot of people, like little babies, can't listen to adults. Hey, Junior, go hand me that ashtray. Go, gaga. You don't know what you're talking about. A lot of people are like that. And you people are supposed to be spiritual minded, adult spiritual minded. You're supposed to be able to teach these people how to do that, how to have faith. Why not show them the way? Oh, ye of little faith, show them the way. So that was my little rebuttal to that commercial. I mean, these guys, they're a little desperate from what I believe, and they're trying their darndest to not let you know that they're in the same low level of faith that the average Joe is. And because you called them out so viciously, so prolifically, and ferociously on the social media platforms, you kind of flushed them out. But hopefully you didn't fall for their cop-outs. Hopefully you didn't fall for their cop-outs. We need to learn how to have faith. Bottom line. We need to learn how to release certain unconscious notions that we have about ourselves and about God and about life, because that's what's causing us to fear anyway. Wrongful ideas that we have about ourselves, our lives, and our God. And if you're dwelling in fear and anxiety, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, whether you're religious or not, you have those wrongful ideas and they're unconscious. So I guess the ultimate solution to having faith is to dwell on the proper spiritual platform, and that's consciousness. And the book of Spiritology aims to teach you how to have that faith. That's the goal of Spiritology, to show you the way to do that. And I have a copy of the book right here. Hold on for a second. It's The Power of Spiritology. It's on sale at Amazon.com by Dario Thomas. Check it out. It'll be a good read. It'll teach you some things. At least if you read it, you'll know what you need to do. Whether you do it or not is on you. Like, you have a swimming instructor and he's there waiting on you. Whether you choose to initially get in that shallow end of the pool and start learning how to swim, it's on you. As the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Same principle. A lot of problems with self-help books and other types of material that are meant to help you achieve a greater level of life, greater level of living, is that people, they read this stuff or they ingest this stuff and they don't practice it to edify themselves. Like, we know what diet and exercise can do, but I'm comfortable. I don't want to practice that. Too much work. Well, once you get past the initial workload, it's smooth sailing from there. Just ask any professional swimmer. But anyway, join the Spiritology Television Network. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Appreciate you listening. Again, the goal wasn't necessarily to bash any of your religious gurus, but, well, that wasn't the goal. But the goal is to hip you to some of their little psychological tricks that they do to keep you, and I don't even know if they're doing it on purpose, because again, they're at that low level of faith. You know, a baby tells another baby goo goo gaga, and he thinks in his brain he's teaching that baby grown-up talk, because he's been around grown-ups talking, and he think he's talking grown-up talk, but he's really not. He's really goo goo gaga-ing, which is what a lot of these ministers are doing. They're goo goo gaga-ing. They're talking baby talk to you in a spiritual sense. Anyway, again, subscribe, join, urge a friend or companion to subscribe, share the link, Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.